Do you also want to have the Nuke Calling Card in Black Ops 7, which is 100% legit in an online multiplayer lobby? Are you the same player who struggles to get high streaks, has a low or average KD, and really wants the Nuke and its calling card legally without doing any glitch? As you can see, these are my stats from Prestige 1 all the way to Prestige Master. Nothing special because that's exactly who this video is for. In this video, I'll show you the easiest and the most consistent way to earn a Nuke in Black Ops 7 without doing any exploit, without doing any glitch, and without relying on insane gun skill. I'll break down the class setup, positioning, playstyle, decision making, and the small details that most players completely ignore but that make all the difference when going for a nuke, as I myself got my first nuke just recently by taking all of these things into consideration. Quick heads up, before we continue, I'm hosting monthly gift card winners every 25th straight from the comments section. If you want a chance to win, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you need friends to play with, then make sure to join my Discord server where I will personally help and cover you in game so that you can get your first nuke. And if you try this method and still can't get the nuke, or you simply don't want to grind it the legit way, I do have a solo nuke glitch on my channel as a backup option. And just a quick heads up, this footage is recorded straight from theater mode to maximize the quality, which means that the enemy levels and the scoreboard in the left corner may bug out. To avoid any confusion, I will also show some screen recorded gameplay so you can clearly see that this is in an online real multiplayer lobby. Alright, now let's get straight into this. To start things off, I highly recommend the loadout I'm using. I've tested a lot of different loadouts and combinations from other YouTubers, but this is the one that finally worked best for me. I recommend running the Maddox assault rifle with the following 5 attachments. For the optic, go with the Mini Reflex 03. For the muzzle, use the WAS 556 suppressor. For the barrel, run the long barrel. For the under barrel, use the H-Lock foregrip. And lastly, for the rear grip, use the Halux mix grip. With these 5 attachments, the Maddox has 0 recoil in-game, which makes it perfectly for consistently winning gunfights and staying on high streaks. For the wildcard, I recommend running perk grid, which allows us to equip a 4th perk. As a field upgrade, I'm using the Scrambler with overclock enabled to expand its area of effect. This gives us free counter UAVs, makes us almost immune to score streaks, and also generates a lot of in-game score towards earning your own streaks. For your tactical, just go with Stim, and for your lethal, I recommend using the Semtex. Now moving on to the perks, my setup is perk 1, Flak Jacket, perk 2, Scavenger, perk 3, the Looper, but since we are using Scrambler as a field upgrade, I recommend that you go with Ghost. Of course, you can adjust perks based on your own playstyle, but after testing many different combinations, this setup is what worked best for me. For score streaks, I recommend running the UAV, the Greymaker, without any overclock since it will count towards your nuke, and the Heart. Now, as much as I hate how sweaty Nuketown lobbies can be, it's honestly the fastest and easiest map to earn a nuke. So jump into the Nuketown 24/7 playlist and keep finding and searching for a game until you land into a manageable lobby, ideally with domination as the game mode. Domination is key here because it allows us to spawn trap the enemy team without players spawning behind us, compared to Hardpoint or other modes where spawns flip constantly. Domination gives you full control, which makes going for a nuke far more realistic and consistent. Once you're in the game, try to capture the first flag if possible for easy 25 points, and it's a bonus if you can secure the B flag early on. In my gameplay, you will see that I actually die a few times trying to capture the B flag with no help from teammates. I eventually decide to back off and stop contesting the flag. Throughout the footage, you may notice some differences in quality. That's because I'm mixing screen recorded gameplay to clearly show that this was done in a real online multiplayer lobby. I know there will still be people in the comments section saying that this is a custom game or a bot lobby, but you can clearly see that it's legit. Every enemy has a gamer tag, clan tag, and level, which wouldn't be visible if they were bots. Around 2 or 3 minutes into the match, I switched to a more controlled playstyle and set up inside the blue house. From this position, you can easily take out enemies camping near the left car using the Maddox. You can control anyone trying to push from behind and lock the area down completely. And with the Scrambler placed and its increased area of effect, enemies have no idea where you or your teammates are are, and since Nuketown is such a small map, it ends up disrupting almost half of the map. A very common mistake here is getting too greedy and pushing all the way into the enemy spawn even when it feels like easy kills. In this clip, I will only move up to the left blue card to grab some ammo using the scavenger from players I've eliminated, and then I immediately fall back to the house to play it safe. In fact, in the very next game, I was on a 27 kill streak to get myself a back-to-back nuke in the same lobby. However, I made the mistake of getting greedy. I rushed into the enemy spawn trying to secure my last 3 kills and instantly got taken out by multiple enemies. So don't make that mistake. And once you earn the Gravemaker, make sure you're in a safe position before using it. Since we are not using overclock on the Gravemaker, every sniper kill will still count towards your streak, and you can see that progress in the top corner. Take your time here and really line up your shots. Don't rush it. You can usually get around 5 to 6 kills without overclock on your Gravemaker, and once you're done, you will basically earn the harp without taking any unnecessary risks. As soon as you have the harp activated, with harp active, you can play slightly more aggressive, but again, don't get greedy. Do not rush straight into the enemy spawn. Instead, hold halfway control of the map and constantly watch the minimap, since every enemy live's position will be visible. You'll see that while harp is active, I'm taking cover near the car, tracking enemies through the minimap and picking up every safe kill possible. And because we're running the looper perk, our next goal is to cycle straight into a second Gravemaker. Once you earn it, don't risk anything, move to the safe location once again and repeat the process. Take your time, try to stay calm and secure as many kills as you can with the Gravemaker. If done correctly once again, you will earn another harp. In this match, I was also lucky enough to have a teammate harp active, which let me use the same strategy while waiting for the airspace to clear. As soon as it did, I popped my second harp and repeated the exact same process once again. And once I earned the brutal medal, so 25 kills and my third Gravemaker, I immediately rotated back to the house and used it from a safe position. At that moment, I knew my first ever nuke was guaranteed, since the Gravemaker would secure at least 5 more kills. And I won't lie, I was going crazy. And if you make it this far, don't rush to pop the nuke instantly. If possible, try to secure 1 or 2 unstoppable medals first, which will make the moment even better. And as soon as I got 2 unstoppable medals with the Gravemaker, the match was about to end, so I popped the nuke and finally earned my first nuke ever. And that's how you can unlock your first ever Nuke Calling Card the easy way, without using glitches and without paying for unnecessary bot lobbies. This is honestly the best advice I can give to players who've been stuck in some of the craziest lobbies where it feels like enemies are shooting through walls and everything goes wrong. I really hope this helps you out, and if this guide helped you to get your first nuke, make sure to let me know in the comment section. I genuinely want to hear about it. And don't forget to join my Discord server if you need any help or want to be featured in future videos or want extra chances to win gift cards over there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. More content is coming soon. This is me, Danixer. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.